What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. How you guys doing? Good. Your boy Mo Xmas and back with yet another video for you guys. And of course, you see the colorful boxes behind me. So this is a video I've been planning to drop for you guys from a couple months ago. But I just want to get everything situated. Everything is good, straight right now, and I feel like it's the right time. So if you guys haven't seen part one, I'm gonna leave a link in the description down below. So quick note, all the shoes displayed here, none of these shoes were from part one. All the shoes from part one I still do have in my collection. Yes, these are just added shoes, so I didn't want to add on part one's collection with this again. I feel like the people that already saw part one, they saw it already, they're here for part two. And if you haven't seen part one, like I said, it's in the link down below. Click it in the description, watch part one. So ideally, I don't want to make this video as long as part one, so I'm gonna, wrap up talking and just get into the shoes. But first things first, I definitely gotta shout out everybody that's been liking, commenting, subscribing. Appreciate you guys. Keep subbing, keep liking. Help the algorithm, helps me and helps me deliver this SB content for you guys. Appreciate you guys, love you guys. Thank you guys for taking the time out. And with that being said, let's jump into this video. We got a bunch of SBs behind me, and how I kind of set it up, I kind of set it up from latest to oldest. So I know if you guys been paying attention to the channel, you kind of already know what I have SB wise, but I didn't show everything that I've been picking up SB wise from last year up until this point. So it's where the video comes in. So I'm gonna show you some of the latest stuff that you guys seen to some more of the older things. So first off, we're gonna start with these. Rainbow box, Nike SB. Peel this back. Whew. And got one of my favorites of 2021 right here. The Nike SB Dunk Parras. Really love this shoe. So clean. Love the colors on it, the abstract art. Man, I kind of want the Friends and Family pair right now, even though I know I won't be able to get the Friends and Family pair. But this is still a clean shoe nonetheless. Every time I wear this shoe, I always get people asking like, oh, the shoe is so nice. I wish I had the opportunity to get it. They look so good in person. Fire shoe. And yeah, can't beat it. Parras, abstract art. I don't have the original Parras from 2 years ago, so it's all good. I think I'm good with this one. Am I gonna cut them? I don't know. I'm not really feeling the hot pink. I just love the abstract art around it, so I think I'm not gonna cut these guys, but I might, because if you see the next pickup, you'll kind of understand why I might do it. So first off, you got the Parras. So, well, I said just now that I might cut them, or I might consider it, because of course we got another Nike SB box right here. And when we peel this back, peel this up. Oh, what is this? Yes, your boy did get a double up. So I do have two pair of Parras abstract art. So, you know what I mean? I just might do it. I just might do it one time for the one time. Who knows? We'll see. I'm gonna wear these, continue to wear these right now, beat these down, and then I still have this one on ice for within a year or a couple years, break these out. But in the meantime, the main focus is on this pair and beating this pair down while this pair chills on ice. So it is a double up, so I have to add it in the video. So that's two new shoes down. Let's move on to the next. Into the next pair, purple box. And if you saw the review for this, you should know what this is, because this is the only purple box I have in my collection. Peel this back, and yes, all these shoes had been worn before. I wore everything except that last DS pair of Parras. That's gonna sit on ice for a little bit. But we have these guys right here, the Barcelonas, or the Kylonians, however you wanna call them. These guys right here are beautiful. Love this shoe. One of my first purple boxes, and I'm not mad at it. Like I said in that review, I always wanted more purple box SBs, but it's so hard to get a purple box SB for retail, and it sucks paying resale for SBs, but I'm not trying to pay resale for a purple box, and especially some of these purple box prices are kind of crazy. But these fell right into my hands, got them for a great price, and they look really good. I love how they look on feet. I love how this gold laces just complement the shoe. I still have both laces here. Got the blue ones right here in this shoe, got the red ones in the other one, but I think I'm gonna just still rock out with the University gold laces just because it's just a clean look to it, and I love that gum bottom. So wearable. It's such a cool thing. Unfortunately, I'm sorry for the Barcelona fans with Messi. I get it, I'm sorry he went on a PSG, but I mean, it's still a clean shoe, right? So I mean, that's all I got to say on these. I'm about to put these to the side and grab the next box. Give me 1 minute. heading to the next one. Boom, another rainbow box. Let's see what this one is. Peel it back, and oh, alright, the Maui Wowie. So this one right here, really clean. Love this shoe. I didn't get a chance to do a review on this shoe, but I did do a lacing tutorial on the shoe before I did decide to cut it up. So I definitely, well, as you can see clearly, I cut these up, and I definitely like how these came out. A couple different aspects on it, as you can see on the back end. I kind of switched some things up, especially like on the side panels right here. A little bit different things, but for the majority, I did cut these up, and I love how these came out, especially how they pop with these orange laces, that bright pop. I wasn't feeling the cream ones or the green ones. They didn't really do much for me, but these orange ones definitely hit the best. Is it my favorite 420? No, but I do like it. Then when you cut it, you see all these different prints. It's just a beautiful shoe. I think it just gets more beautiful when you cut it away. I'm not a big fan of just leaving it as the floral print. The real beauty in this shoe is when you cut it. Really good shoe. I don't know if anybody tried to get these. The prices on these aren't too bad right now. It wasn't too crazy. They're going for a decent number, but at the same time, it's your money. I'm not trying to tell you how to spend your money, but if you are interested in these, this is kind of how they look when you cut them off. Or if you're trying to keep with the whole floral look, to each his own. I'm not judging, but I definitely have to cut mine. And here we go, Nike SB 420 Maui Wowie. On to the next. Let's keep going. Let's keep rocking. Let's through these. So boom, Nike SB box. Another colorful box. There's a good amount of colorful box in this, but I was trying to get as many pairs as I can that I like, so I'd rather get them now before the price just go to the moon. Some of them are older releases, but I had the opportunity to get thanks to trade, so you'll see those when we get to them. But this one, peel this back, paper up, and good old what the Parras. So this one, I know you guys saw the review I did on this one. Really love this shoe. Love a lot of aspects of this shoe, and it's good. I love seeing people wear these. I've seen a lot of people wear this shoe, especially one of my favorite parts is the right toe box with that Mexican blanket. Seeing when people wear it, what kind of colors they have in their Mexican blanket. Mine has green. I've seen other people that has the majority with the blue, so that's really cool. I kind of growing into liking the left toe box a little bit more, but I just love this gradient swoosh right here on the left foot. But all in all, this shoe is so crazy come together. It just works. It's crazy, but it works in a wild way. Like, I remember doing the review, I told you guys how I like different aspects of each shoe. That's still the case. I still do like different aspects of each shoe, but it came together so well. And I just love seeing these on feet. So I know it's really hard to see SBs on feet nowadays. People get them and hold them because they try to make some profit. But as far as SBs that came out in the year 2021, I've seen these on people's feet a lot. So I appreciate you guys that's rocking your shoes. This one's really a good one, really popular. And come on, P-Rod, you saw what he did for SB culture. Like, it's only right that they gave him a crazy SB dunk. He definitely deserved it. Nice shoe, beautiful shoe. What the P-Rod is probably gonna be one of the, if not the best SB of the year. So, got these, moving on to the next one. Got this one right here. Another beautiful rainbow box. Peel this back and whew, we have the beauties right here. So if you guys didn't know, this is my favorite SB Dunk High of the year so far. Like, the Carpet Company SB Dunk Highs are simply beautiful, man. These joints are insane. And I know we got some people, I got a couple of friends that have this shoe. They cut them open, they cut the blue, but I just love how this blue looks on this. Looks like, it's like this crazy acrylic holographic vibe to it. Like, it is so dope. I got the sail laces in mine. They came with a bunch of laces. As you see, we got the white ones right here. So we got University Gold, we got the powder blue, and I think it also came with black. But the cream laces for me just hit right. Love the outsole on these guys. So you got the carpet on the toe, by the forefoot right here on the left shoe, on the heel, on the right shoe, you got that carpet print. And there's so many little details on this shoe. If you guys saw the review, and if you didn't, trust me, I did a review on these. You'll love it. One of my favorites, even though I didn't peel off the back heel tabs yet. I don't know why I didn't do that yet. It's too weird, and I wore these a couple times already. But when the time is right, I guess I'll cut it. I would like to cut it to get some of that university gold, but I just don't want to because I love how this blue looks. And it's so crazy how SBs are created. They're created so perfectly and so nice, but they're meant to be destroyed because you gotta skate them. You're supposed to skate them. I don't skate them because I don't skate, but I appreciate the people that do. But man, such a beauty. Nike SB Dunk High, Carpet Companies, fire. One of my favorites of the year for sure. Moving on to the next one. Next box, another rainbow box. Peel this back. All right, you know what these are. Once you see this paper in here, you should already know what these are. And of course, we got these beauties right here, the Street Hawkers. Such an amazing shoe. I know a lot of people before the P-Rod came out, a lot of people were going for these shoes because they remind them of the What the Dunk because of all the crazy materials on it. But before I even thought about that whole thing of putting it next to What the Dunk because of the colors, I just love the story behind this, how it's made by Japanese street food. It is crazy how these came out. Love every piece of this shoe, and I don't know if in my review if I said I like the left shoe more than the right shoe, but over time, the right shoe is definitely my favorite shoe. The left shoe is cool, but the right shoe, it just hits different. These colors right here, how it goes from heat to sweet, that silver swoosh. And a lot of people kind of give me a little hard time for the toe box, saying, oh, that's why I didn't really go for the shoe because the toe box is on crease. I don't care, because when you think about, like I just said with the carpets, these shoes are made to be destroyed. You're supposed to skate them. So me creasing up the toe box is no big deal because that's what they're meant to do. That's what sneakers are meant to do in general. So I ain't tripping off of this. I'm good. I'm just happy to have this pair in my collection. One of my favorites of 2021. I know a lot of people kind of forgot about it because it dropped so early in the year. I think these came out in January if I'm not mistaken. But I do have a review on this shoe. It's on the channel. But yeah, one of my favorites. Love everything about it. Of course, like I said, all my shoes that I'm showing you guys have been worn, and you see them from the bottom. You see how dirty these are for as well. They're a little dirty, not too dirty, but they are. So on to the next shoe. Another rainbow box, but it's all good. Peel this back, and yes, I picked these up a little bit late last year, and I never even bothered doing the review for them because I was just like, it makes no sense. But yes, we do have the Turdunken, and I didn't get the special box. Why I didn't get the special box is because honestly, I don't got space for that special box. I was just happy with the shoe. And this is a shoe that a lot of people were iffy on. They wasn't expecting this from Concepts, but I must say, I do like it. Like, I love the brown hues, I love the different shades of orange, and I love the swoosh on these guys, and especially the inner liner. It is crazy how they went about making this shoe, and I'm really excited to actually own a pair. I know with the special box, you get like the cranberry laces, so I'm kind of upset that these didn't come with the cranberry laces, but it's all good. I only got these and the University Gold laces, so I kept these laces in when I wore them the couple times that I did. Pretty clean shoe. Happy to have them in the collection. They don't get too much wear in the summertime. I just kind of do this in the cold weather, the fall and the winter, but definitely a good shoe. Real big fan of these, and I'm just a fan of anything Concepts does in general, because Concepts, they always knock it out the park. If you guys know, I talk about Concepts with the Lobsters, I talked about Concepts with the Kyrie stuff, and just anything that they collaborate with, they really put their mind to it and they just knock it out the park. So this is one thing for sure I have to make sure I could support the team, because I rock with Concepts heavy on my channel and just in person. Shout out Concept, shout out Dion, shout out the whole team. Appreciate y'all, love what y'all doing. And if y'all coming through with that orange lobster, make it happen soon, because I'm gonna need that. I'm definitely gonna need that. But Concepts, Turdunken, latest shoe that I got from them. And now we're on to the next. Whew. Oh, I had a little different color on this box. No rainbow box for you guys on this one, so a little break from those. We got the little turquoise and Nike SB box. I know you're kind of wondering like, oh, what are these? What could these possibly be? Well, maybe if I kind of saw it just now, but yes, of course, I had to go back and grab the Strange Love Nike SBs. And I don't remember if I talked about these in my part 1 collection of like me having them or not, or me not getting them. I was fronting on these. Yes, I was fronting heavy on these. I was saying, they not all that, it's whatever. But the more I saw them and the more I looked at the quality, And the more I was just like, damn, I think I'm gonna need to get these. And I did, and I wore them a couple times, and New York streets are terrible. Dirtiest streets ever. Why I say that? I mean, I know the bottom of these are gonna get dirty and all, but this is crazy. Like, how these look, the bottom of these, I think I only wore them like 2 to 3 times, and it wasn't that long. But yeah, New York City streets for you guys, man. I ain't clean them, but as you can see, Strange Love Nike SBs. Love how it looks, the material. It feels really good in hand. Pictures don't do it justice, and I realized that when I finally did see them in hand, and that's what helped me realize I need to push the trigger on these, pull the trigger on these and grab them now. But prices are still pretty high on these. There's a couple trades involved, but I was happy to actually get my hand on this shoe. Keeping it with the red laces, we got the white laces right here, and we also got the little colorful laces that are coming right here. But Nike SB, Strange Love, shout out to the guys over there at Strange Love. The Sean Cliver Christmas joints, I didn't grab those because I wasn't too crazy about those, and I did see those in person. It didn't change my mind. I'm happy that I went along and got the Strange Loves now, but pretty good shoe. Bad New York City streets, but it's outsole, but still a pretty good shoe. Happy to have them, really clean, and yeah, can't beat it. Super cool shoe. Love that little print right there at the back with the heart, with the base right there. So clean, so clean. But off from this shoe, on to the next. So this is the last rainbow box I got to show you guys right here. After this, no more rainbow boxes, I promise. So with this one, this is another one that I missed up on when it came out, and I know I was gonna get it at some point. I just tried to figure out a way how to get it. So we peel this back. You see the bandana print, so you sure already know what time it is from once you see that. And of course, we got the Cactus Jacks, man. Cactus Jack Nike SB Dunks in the building. Really happy for these. These came through clutch, and with these rope laces, they really make a difference. These joints make these stand out completely. One of my favorite pickups, I ain't going front, and I didn't think I was gonna like these that much because you guys already know I'm not the biggest fan of blue, but I do love navy blue. But this is nice. This is a nice pair right here. I wish I got a chance to wear them a little bit more often. I did wear them, but not too much. I think I only wore them like 1 time. Spare laces right here, but I don't think I'm gonna use any of these. Throw these back in the box. These with the rope laces just makes so much sense. I don't plan on cutting these at all. And of course, like I said, I don't skate, so I don't see me rubbing through the bandana, through the paisley print anytime soon. But it came together really well. Like I said, I'm not cutting it. Love the materials on this. And it's such a clean shoe. Looks really good on feet. And in the images that I saw, they were looking good on the images I saw before I even purchased them, but I was just so, it was just so hard to get because of that price. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like even after release date, the numbers were super high on them. So just wait until I got the right opportunity. I seized the moment, and I did definitely grab these in my size. Really happy to have them. It's one of the, it's probably one of the, what you call it, how would you say, one of the bangers of 2020. When you think about it, you had the Strange Loves, you had these, and of course you had the Chunky Dunkies. And I got all 3. If you saw part 1 of the collection, you know I got the Chunky Dunkies. I just showed you the Strange Loves, and I got these. So really happy to have it. It's kind of like a trifecta. Happy to have all 3 of these in the collection. Good shoes. So we're gonna keep it going. Of course, we got the Nike SB Gold box right here. So this is a special box in my opinion, because when I first started purchasing Nike SB Dunks with my own money, my first pair was the Nike SB Dunk Mids, Guns N' Roses at the time. But then after a couple years, they changed the name to it they changed it to November Rains. Those were my first pair, and they came in a gold and black box, and I had a bunch of gold and black box SBs, but I never had this pair specifically. So I was just hyped to get another gold and black box in the collection. These are super hard to come by, and if you do want to pull the trigger on these, make sure you buy them in person. Not these shoes specifically, but shoes from this era, just to make sure they're in pretty good condition, because you would hate to spend your money, blow the bag on a pair of older SBs, and you wear them and they just separate on you. But enough of me rambling. Let's get into the shoe, peel it back, and right here we do have the Mosquitoes. So the Mosquitoes is a pair I never had back in the day, but I always wanted them. I always loved this shade of green. If you guys watched my last video when I talked about my primitive purchases, red is my favorite color, but This forest green always had a place in my heart. And these shoes just came together really well. I love the 3M hits on the eyelets, the shade of red, and then you got this little lime green hit outline, the swoosh, super dope. You got these little red speckles on this lime green midsole, and I always love the outsole of these guys. Have been worn. There is some separation on this shoe happening already. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up, but right there, I kind of have to be very cautious and see what I can do to kind of help prevent and get some more life into these. But one of my favorite shoes from the Gold Box era, personally, of course, my favorite is going to be the November Rain mids. The Space Tigers are really up there for me. I had those back in the day. I would love to get another pair of them for a good price, but like I said, I have to see them in person before I pull that trigger on them. But this one came up to me for a pretty good price, and I saw them, I looked at them, I was just like, I think I'll do it. I do got the spare laces with them, but I don't think I'm ever going to use these because these are flat laces, and flat laces in my SBs is a no-go for me. So definitely gonna pass. But yes, I mean, Gold Box, Nike SB Mosquitoes, really happy to have these, and on to the next shoes. Alright, so we got this box, the Tape Deck box, and I know a lot of people, a lot of SB fans say this is the worst box era, and they're not probably, I think they're right. I think they are right. This box era didn't really have anything too great. It had a couple of standouts in my opinion. This is one of them, and the other one was Nike SB McRads. If you saw part 1 of my video, I have a pair of McRads in that, and that's one of my favorite dunk highs from this box era. And this is my pretty much, I think, probably my favorite dunk low from that box era. So even though it ain't have too much heat, it has some little gems in there, in my opinion at least. Peel this back, and you can probably tell what it is once you see this. But we have the Nike SB Dunk Low Pushead, and well, Pushead 2 actually. And I was always a fan of these shoes. I really like how these came out, the execution on them. These joints right here were fire in my opinion. Heavy with the earth tones. This is like before the whole Travis Scott thing came out. Earth tones became how big that they are now. But these were super great in my opinion. I love the outsole. I love everything about this shoe. So we already know the original Pusheads and how those came to boxing, and everything was amazing for that shoe. We didn't get any crazy boxing with these, but we did get this amazing shoe, and I like how they did it. I feel like this one is a little bit more wearable in my opinion than original Pusheads, but I like them nonetheless. I like their OGs a lot. I like these a lot. These came out pretty nice. Really happy to have these. Got these for a really good price as well. Saw them and I scooped them up. Love the design, love the little acid wash, love this. At first, when I first saw images, I thought this was black, but this is like a really dark brown, and such a fire shoe, man. Like I said, the Tape Deck box era didn't have a lot of good shoes, but it has some gems in there. You have to really look, and this is definitely one of those gems. And I love the insoles on these. Hold on, see if I can take this one out. Such a crazy graphic on the insole. Such a fire shoe. But yeah, definitely one of my favorites from the Tape box era, and I got 2 more boxes to show you guys before we head on out of here. So we got this right here, this guy from the blue box era, and I had these shoes back in the day and I love them, like completely love this shoe. It hurt me so bad when I had to sell them back in the day, because like I told you guys, I had to sell my SBs and just all my shoes back in 2016, just get some money. I was unemployed, but this one was one that I had to try back down. I needed it back in the collection because, man, it was just so cool. And anytime I wear it, I'll always get compliments, or I always have people say, yo, where are those, or where you got those from? And not where are those in a crazy way, but like, where are those, like they're intrigued, like where did I find them? So, hope you guys enjoy it too. Peel this back, and yes, I got them back. We got the Huxtables back in the collection, or the Coogis, however you want to call them. Happy, like super stoked to have this shoe back in my collection. This is one of the shoes that I love, and I got it used. It was a really good price, and as you can see, for a used shoe, it came in really good condition. Get the outsole on these, like, and I've worn these. I've worn them like 3 times already, but this shoe is such a beautiful shoe. From from the outside to the inside, like if you could feel the print on the inner liner, this is all in that Coogi material right here. Peep the insole and check the back tongue. Like, yo, Nike SB was really doing something when they did these, and this is probably one of my favorite dunk highs overall. Like, I just love how this is executed, and I'm really happy that they did it in a high, because I think a low would have been cool, but it wouldn't have done, I don't think it would have did it justice. The high was perfect for this model, and I just love the different patterns, the different textures, the different Coogi print, and how it just all came together. This is just a beautiful shoe, hands down. Something I had to repurchase, just because when I started getting back my collection, there's a couple of ones I always want to buy back. The only one left that I really want to get back again is the Space Tigers, but like I said, I gotta make sure I purchase them in person, and I'm getting a good price on it. Not trying to violate and be over the head on a shoe that it's not gonna hold up. So this is definitely one that I had to make sure I got back, and it took some time. It took a lot of time before I was able to pick this one back up, but happy that I was able to do it. Really happy to get out wearing it, and it looks so good right now, especially when I'm wearing it with the Brooklyn Nets Coogi shorts, because you know I gotta rep the home team, baby. So definitely one of my favorite dunk highs ever, and this is definitely it. Super happy to have them. Welcome back to the collection. We'll kiss you guys, but y'all are used, and I don't know who had it before y'all, so welcome back. On to the last shoe. So for the last shoe in this collection, we have the Tiffany box, and this is a shoe I had before, and then I had let it go, like I mentioned before with the Huxtables, but I wasn't really too pressed on purchasing this back again, but it came out. Well, it didn't come out. Like, I got an opportunity to get it for a really good price, and I did love this shoe, but the reason why I didn't love it as much when I had it back in the day, when I purchased it in the wrong size, and it used to hurt my feet when I wore them. I loved them, but it hurt my feet. But now that I got them back in the right size, I'm rocking with them. I like them a whole lot more. And when I peel this back, you're gonna see it, have a good idea what it is. Peel this back up. And of course, we have the Premier Northern Lights. So this is a beautiful low. They also came in SB Dunk High, but the low was way better in my opinion. They just have so much more features to it, and it was beautifully executed. This is like around the time when Kanye was super going crazy with the solar colorway, and he had the Solar Easy 2s and everything like that, and Premier did something like that with the SBs, and these came out perfect in my opinion. They came out with black laces, but they also come with this bright pink, this hot pink actually, and it's super clean. The thing about the highs that a lot of people didn't realize is there's a different shade of pink on that, and the tongue on the low said Premier, where the high, could you focus? Could you focus? Focus. Yes. The tongue on the high says, the tongue on the low says Premier. The tongue on the high says Nike SB, and then you also get this beautiful pattern on the back side of it right here on the low, where on the high, I'm not too sure if you got all of that. I don't think so. But I just know the low version was always better than the high version when it came to these, so I had to make sure I got them back. Like I said, I got it for a really good price, so I was just like, why not? Super happy to have these. One of my favorites from back in the day, especially now that I got them back in my size. So really stoked to have them, and this is pretty much the last shoe I'm showing you guys. Trying to get through this. I'm not trying to make this video as long as the OG was part 1, but I just wanted to show you guys all the shoes that I picked up over the past year, all my new SB pickups, and just show you guys the collection. I don't know if I'm gonna ever do a whole collection to go through part 1 and part 2, but just that you know, everything that you saw in part 1 is still here, and this is part 2 added on to it. So we'll see what happens next year, like if I'm gonna do a merger or whatever new is coming into it. I don't know, I'll map it out, but this is it so far for part 2. Whew. All right guys, so now that everything is said and done, appreciate you guys for tuning in, appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch that, and appreciate you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing, all that other stuff. So if you saw any shoe that you like right here, please leave it down below. Let me know how you're feeling. Did you like anything you saw? Did you wish that you saw something else? Do you have any stories to share about these shoes, any Nike SBs in your collection? Just leave it all down below. I'll reply back to everybody as usual. Appreciate you guys taking the time, coming through, watching this collection video. trust me, it was in the making. Next year, I'm probably gonna do something else. I don't know, because I do still plan on purchasing SBs. My next SB pickup that I personally want is those mummies. Those mummy SBs, fire. But until those come out, that's something else. But peace, love, and positivity as always. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. And I'll see you guys on the next video. And I'm out. Later, y'all.